Hi everyone, welcome back to the mobility flow session with myself, Laura and Tess. Today we're going to be doing a 20-minute stretch for the hamstrings, the hips and the lower back. Okay, so we'll start off with feet hip width apart and we're just going to send the hips side to side, so leaning over to your right side, pushing that hip out and taking it over to the other side. So thinking about pushing that opposite hip away from you and leaning over as far as you can. So nice, slow and controlled through this. Good, keep moving through. And we'll do one more on each side. So keeping the legs straight. And final side here. Well done. Bring it to the middle. Now we're going to take the arm up and over and leaning over to your right side. Thinking about separating the rib cage. Let's hold it here. So thinking about pushing that opposite hip away from you. Good, releasing that side of the body, hold another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and changing sides. So switching arms, taking your right arm over, big deep breath, stretch down your side and holding it here. Making sure your hips are in line, so don't let them fall forward or back, keeping them nice and central. Well done, and we'll take it once more over to the other side. Good, let's see if you can take it a little bit deeper this time, so you can take your right arm down the side of your leg, trying to think about reaching down as far as you can. You really feel this down in your hip. Keep pushing it away. Three, 2, 1, and changing sides, nice and slow. Take it over. Final side, again, taking that left arm right down as far as you can down that leg. Good, holding it here. Final 10 seconds in this stretch. Keep thinking about pushing that hip away from you. And release that nice and slowly. This time, I'm going to be taking the arm up and over, but rather than going to the side, I want you to turn your shoulder and your chest and thinking about leaning down towards. So slightly in front. You'll feel this more in your lower back, okay? So if you can't really feel it here, I want you to go a little bit deeper, thinking about a nice C shape in this position. Good, another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and changing sides, same again. Arm up and over, but twisting that chest to face the floor, and your shoulder is coming over. Taking that a little bit deeper. If you can't feel it, like I say, you should feel it down your lower back here. You can round your back slightly to get that stretch. Well done, we'll go once more each side, same again. Take it up and over and turn that chest to face the floor. Well done, holding it here. Thinking about taking it that little bit deeper if you can. And final side, taking it over again. Really stretching that arm out. Thinking about lowering that chest down towards the floor. Stretching your arm out in front of you. Well done, and we'll bring it back to the middle. If we take our feet a little bit wider apart here, and we're just going to fold our chest forward and down, take the hands down, keeping the legs locked out, thinking about sending those hips back. If you need to bend your legs slightly here to allow more flexion in your hamstrings, go for it, but trying to keep them straight as possible, or if you can only get to halfway, take it down just so you can feel this in the back of your hamstrings. So let's hold it here. So relax in those kneecaps, let your hamstrings lengthen. Well done. Okay, from here we're going to lean over to our right side. So bending that right knee, taking your hands down in front of your right foot, and then we'll take it over to the middle and over to your left side. Good, and back over to your right. So thinking about opening those hips up. So really stretching those adductor muscles. Take it a little bit lower if you can, and you'll feel it's right on the inside of your leg. Back over to your right side. This time we'll hold it here. Place your right hand on your knee, left hand down on the floor, and you're going to turn your chest towards your bent leg. Thinking about dropping that left hip into the ground. You'll really feel this stretch on that left leg. Three, two, one. Let's walk it over to the other side. So now onto your left leg. Right hand down, left hand on your knee, and twist that chest towards your bent leg. Again, thinking about pushing this right hip down into the ground, and you'll really feel it on the inside of your leg. Let's hold it here. Three, two, one. Excellent. Coming back up to the middle. From here we're going to go into a runner's lunge. So bringing your right leg forward. So stepping in front, bending your front leg. Drop your back knee down onto the ground. I'm going to place both hands on the inside of your leg. So hold it here. Lift your chest up nice and tall. And thinking about looking forward. Well done. Thinking about always pushing those hips down into the ground as well. So as low as you can. Well done. Okay, taking your right hand, place it on your knee. You can push it out slightly. Again, nice and open those hips up wide. If you can push your knee out, placing your left hand on the floor and twist your chest. Thinking about looking behind to that left foot if you can. While still pushing those hips down at the ground. So keep holding it here. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, bring it back to the middle, keeping your front foot in front. You're going to tuck your back toe behind and straighten your front leg and sit back on your bent leg. So again, if you want to be in this position, standing up tall, you can really feel it down your hamstring, stay here. If you want a deeper stretch, place your hands in front and just think about bringing your chest down to your thigh. Curling the toe back towards you as well brings into a bit of a calf stretch. So if you hold it here, Gets nice and deep into those hamstrings. 3, 2, 1. Well done. With this front foot, we're going to bring it into pigeon pose, so tucking that knee down in front of you, so your lower leg is horizontal on the floor, and then your back knee is pushing into the ground. Same again, if you can hold this position up nice and tall, stay here. Again, always thinking about pushing the hips down into the ground, and this is a great stretch down in your psoas area. If you want a deeper stretch, you can take the hands in front and then thinking about leaning over that front leg. And let's hold it here. Four, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Slowly walk it back in. And we're going to sit back, so keep this bent leg in front, bring your back leg around and straighten it out in front. Tuck your foot onto the inside of your leg, and we're going to lean over to your left side. So if you can grab hold of your foot, go there, and then bring your right arm up and over to reach as well. This is great for down your lats and your lower back. Thinking about separating that rib cage again and reach as far as you can go. All done. Slowly coming back up, we'll change sides. So take your right leg out straight, bring your left foot to meet your inner thigh, and taking it down towards that foot and bringing that opposite hand up and over. Try and keep both sit bones on the ground, so thinking about pushing this hip down so you'll feel a stretch down the side of your body. Good, another 10 seconds in this hold. 3, 2, 1. And coming up slowly, we'll take both legs out straight. Then I want you to think about folding forward. So bring your chest forward, hands out wide, and thinking about rolling your belly button to the floor. That's it, hold it here. Try and keep both legs straight, and each time just lowering down as far as you can. Thinking about taking the arms out in front if you want to intensify that stretch, and just keep walking it out little by little every time. All done. We'll hold it here a little bit longer. Take it that bit deeper for the last 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Well done. Walk it back up slowly. Then we're going to go into the runner's lunge on our other side now. So bringing your left leg up in front, bending that front leg and leaning into that stretch. That's it, bringing both hands down on the inside of your foot. Thinking about pushing the hips into the ground again. Let's hold it here. And taking your left hand, pushing it on your knee. Push that knee out if you can, and let's lean into that lunge a little bit deeper, and twist your chest, thinking about looking behind to that back foot. Well done. Bringing it back to the middle. We're going to straighten that front leg out. So keeping your foot in front, you're going to sit back on your bent leg. Thinking about bringing your chest down towards your thigh. Pull the toes back for a deeper stretch. And let's hold it here. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Moving into pigeon pose. So keeping that front leg in front of you. And we'll take the lower leg across your body. Take that back knee a little further back if you can. And sit down in this position. Again, keep the chest tall if this feels comfortable. Should feel it down in your glute area. Thinking about sending those hips down. And then let's walk it out in front, leaning over that front leg. Get a deeper stretch. Done. Hold a little bit longer. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it back in nice and slow, and we'll come to a seated position. So you take both legs out in front of you, and you're going to take your right leg across your left leg, plant your foot on the outside of your knee, then thinking about taking your left elbow across your knee and twisting your torso nice and wide. So keep an upright position. We don't want to round it back here. So keep it nice and tall and thinking about twisting your body round. So you'll feel this in your glutes but also in your back as well. Well done, and we'll swap sides. So straighten those legs out, taking your opposite leg over and twist away from that bent leg. So same again, elbow into your knee, torso nice and tall, and twisting to face the back of the room. Hold on guys, last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax from that position. Okay, let's bring our feet together. So still sitting down, soles of your feet together. If you can grab hold of both toes, sit up nice and tall, and thinking about pushing your knees down into the ground. Leaning slightly forward. That'll intensify the hip stretch here. So if you can, lean slightly forward. We don't want this to be uncomfortable, so if it's painful, don't lean too far forward. You just want to feel it so you can feel that stretch in your hips. Well done. Okay, we're going to focus on one side at a time now, so coming back up. Keeping your feet together, place your left hand on your left knee and thinking about pushing that down, and you can lean slightly forward as well whilst pushing that knee into the ground. Good, let's hold it here. Great stretch here for your inner thighs, your hips. Let's hold this for another 10 seconds here, and we'll swap sides. 3, 2, 1. Release that leg. And we'll swap sides. So opposite leg, place your hand on your knee and you're just going to push it down into the ground again. If you can, lean forward. Good, 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, we're nearly there. What we're going to do is into a tabletop position. So onto all fours. I'll show you from the side here. So hands under your shoulders, knees are under your hips, and we're going to go into a down dog. So tuck your toes under, straighten the legs up, plant your heels into the ground, and then thinking about pushing your head through your arms. So keep the legs locked out. Push those heels deeper into the ground if you can. And feel that lengthen down your hamstrings. Well done. And then we'll come into a high FLR. So holding it, take it onto your toes and take the hips down, lying onto your chest. And then from this position, we're going to push up and thinking about pushing those hips into the ground. Well done. A little bit deeper, you can look up to the sky, still pushing those hips down. And from here, dig your knees into the ground, into a tabletop, but rock it right back to sit onto your heels. Straighten the arms in front into child's pose. Push your head in between your arms. Thinking about lengthening your lats. So relaxing everything in this position. And coming back up to tabletop position. Dig your toes into the ground again. We go back up to down dog. So straightening those legs, pushing your heels down and pushing your head in between your arms. So straighten those legs. Let's start to walk your hands back to meet your feet, nice and slow, keeping the legs straight. Stay down in this position, and we're going to take your left foot, take it behind your right one, so the side by side. You can bend your right leg, your front leg can be bent, but try and keep your back leg straight. And you're going to turn towards that back foot. Grab a hold of that heel if you can, and thinking about sending your hip out to the side. Well done. And then back round to the front, we'll change sides. So swap legs, take your right foot behind, try and get it beside your other foot, and then walk it round to that back leg again. Well done. Walk it back to the middle. We'll bring both feet together. Let's hold it here for a little bit longer. Just let everything relax. Let your head relax down into the ground. Your hamstrings are lengthening. And then we'll slowly roll it up, one vertebrae at a time, back to a standing position. And that is you guys done. Thank you for joining us again, and we'll see you next time.